Forrest. Who you talking about? Forrest Whitaker. If it didn't get the picture, my niggas keep the big missiles. Back in your safe house like Whitaker. Who you talking about? Forrest Whitaker.
Alright y'all, what's going on? I'm coming at you guys with an updated video on how to do the Hotspots glitch. I released a video about 5 days ago telling you guys how to do the hotspot glitch. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend you do, because I will be referring to a lot of things that I messed up in and what I did wrong in that video. And for those of you who have already watched it and are here who have been waiting for the updated video, you can just continue from right here. So first off, I want to start by saying I am so sorry to you guys who this didn't work for. I had a lot of people in the comments saying that this did not work for them, or that they got cold spots, or that, you know, it just didn't work in general. And after these 5 days, I've taken the time and watched a couple other people's new videos and figured out what I forgot to add and what I need to add, and I've added my own things that these people haven't added. So if you think you're just watching a repeat of what these other big YouTubers like Swante and people like that have made, don't click off this video, because there are new things and more efficient ways to do this than the ways that they told. So anyways, I'm gonna first start off by saying that if one of the problems a lot of people in the comments were saying was that they got hot or cold zones from this and not hot zones. And so also, I restarted my season just for y'all. This is the start of a new season. I changed teams just to make sure that it would reset my hot zone. So the first game of the season I had my hot zones, and then after that it took them away. Just letting you guys know that. So let's go over here. So my minutes are back down to 7, and my hot zones are not. There's none. I have no hot zones. They're completely on. And I'm so confident that this works. This is exactly why I did it for you guys. So back to what I was saying. The reason you guys were getting cold zones is pretty obvious, and it is because you're not an 85 overall. So long story short, if your player is not fully upgraded, this will not work for you, because your CPU will not be performing well and will be missing a lot of shots, and just overall you'll end up with cold zones. So I mean, you could try it with like a 75 overall, but that's a minimum overall I would go, and I wouldn't recommend doing this if your player isn't a shooter. I mean, you can, but I would just do it at your own risk of getting cold zones. That's the first problem that a lot of people are having. I'm covering all the problems that people were commenting in the comment section. And thank you guys for all the support on the last video too. I forgot to add that. Like, I pretty much did this glitch, and I didn't think a lot of people were gonna like see my videos, so it wasn't like too professional, and I missed out a lot of things. I didn't really do my research on how I actually made sure I got it. And now that I have, and by the time this video is up, I think my original one's probably at like 20,000 views. So I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support on that video. It means a lot, and that's exactly why I'm making this one, is to update. For an update for the people who it didn't work for. So the second problem that a lot of people are having was they didn't know what options was. And like I said, I'm going to be referring to a lot of things in the other video, so if you haven't seen it, I would recommend you go and watch it. So when I'm in that video, I referred, like I say, spam options, and a lot of people in the comment section were like, options, what is options? And surprisingly, people didn't know what I was talking about when I said options. So options is the small button to the right of your big pad on your PS4 controller. It literally says options right above it. It's a small button. The button you click like to pause the game. That's the options button. Okay, on Xbox it is start, and on Nintendo Switch it's, I don't know, someone commented in my comment section. I'll try and find it, or in my stream. And for those of you who didn't pop in my stream, I did a stream or 2 streams answering a lot of questions that you guys had about this, and seemed to be pretty helpful. So for those of you who joined into that, thank you for stopping in. And so now that I've gotten all that said, we're going to start the glitch. So it does not matter what game you are on. It could be any game in the regular season. I would recommend it be any game but your last game. This is in the regular season. I would recommend it to be like any game but your last 5 games. This is what I would recommend. It can be, but you'll see why. So it can be any game in the regular season. And before we get into that, what you want to do is you want to go to Options, Settings, Pro, and put on 12 minutes. So after that, you want to have a practice facility available, and you want to go into your team practice facility. And pretty much what we're going to do in here is the minutes glitch. And for those of you who don't know what that is, you're about to find out. You can either have 1 minute quarters or 20-minute quarters, or in between that, like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 minute. But you know, someone would either do 1 or 12 or 20. So if you want to do 20, you do 12-minute quarters when you come in here. And you come into your practice facility, or whatever you want to call this, your badge facility. Go to Nav, My Player Lab. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to load up. And after this is loaded up, you want to go into Equip Animations, Gameplay Moves, Shots. And you want to change your jump shot a couple times, just like doing this, and go back to your original jump shot, back out of this. Alright, see that little circle on the bottom? Wait for that to update. Okay, now it's gone. Click circle again, and make sure you click save. Click save. Okay, now it'll load you back into your practice/badge facility. Once you're in there, I'll tell you what to do. Alright, now that you've loaded into your badge facility, once your player fully loads in, you're going to want to click triangle for nav, go down to Options, click Settings, and hover over quarter length. What you're going to want to do is press left on the D-pad. Left. And what that'll do is bring up 20 minutes. Now if you wanted 1 minute quarters, what you would do is you would load into your court on 5 minute, do the jump shot, save, glitch, load back in, and then it would be hovering over 5, and you press right on the D-pad, and that would bring up 1 minute. But for this glitch, you want it to be 20 minutes. This will be the most efficient way for your CPU to score and for you to get the most shots up and the most points while doing the sim glitch. You just want to back out of this, back out of this, back out of this. Wait for the little save thing to in the bottom right, the little ball with the lines going through it. You want to wait for that to stop loading. And you just want to exit the practice facility/badge facility. Alright, now that you've loaded back in, this is when we're going to load into our game. And just to prove to you that the 20 minutes sticked, we're going to come to Options, Settings. It'll say Pro 20 minutes. This is what you want. And then you want to just come up to your Play Game and load in. So once we load in, tell you guys what to do once we're actually in the game. Alright, now that your game has actually loaded in, what you're pretty much going to want to do is get up by 12 points at any time after halftime. So this is probably the longest part of the glitch, but this will ensure you that you get your hot zones. And this is the part that, if you were in my stream, I was referring to as the regular season glitch, because you are in the regular season, not the playoffs just yet. And I skipped right to that in my original video, which I totally forgot that I had actually done this when I originally did the glitch, and this is what I forgot to add. So what you're going to want to do is just get up by 20 points at half, which is probably one of the hardest things to do in my career, honestly. But that's what you want to do. And once I'm up by 20, I'll come back at you guys. Alright, y'all. Quick little disclaimer. The clip that I had after this did not save. So I'm pretty much going to tell you everything that I said in that clip after the game. So what I did in the game was I got up by more than 12 points after half. And then it allowed me to ask out with VC. And so I did that, and I did the spam options glitch, which I will probably actually pull up real quick right here and let you guys watch what I do, where you pretty much hover over yes and click on it and spam options and keep doing that while your points go up. And you keep doing that until you feel comfortable with your points and that your player will be hot, because pretty much what you are doing is trying to have a decently good game so that your player gets the little fire mark next to his name in the My Minutes section, which I will pull up here too. I'll pull up a little freeze frame showing you what you want after this game, because you need to have a little fire mark by your player's name next to the minutes, and by doing this glitch, this is what will bring it up, the regular season glitch. So here, I'm going to pull it up real quick, go to My Minutes, and look. I carry for fun, and it was a little fire thing. And I'll pull that back up just a second for you guys to look at. Right here. Here we go. So, see how I have that little fire next to my name? And so does Zach Levine and all that. That little fire, you need that in order to continue this glitch. And that's exactly why you wanted to play your game, regular season game, get up by 12 after half, and do the ask out with VC spam options glitch. So anyways, I'm sorry about that, guys. My clip, I guess, just didn't save, but I just did my best to explain to you everything I said in that clip. So I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to continue off from here. Just make sure you have that little fire thing next to your name after a regular season game. Thank you. Alright, so pretty much all you want to do here is find the 10th last game of the season, or around that, any game around that, and sim to it just so you can give yourself some extra games, and you'll see why in a bit. The voiceover, or the clip, didn't really save for this either, so that's why I'm talking over this. So yeah, all you want to do is pick the 10th game and sim to that. And your players should still be hot by the end of the sim. You also should have a lot of shots up, and I'll show you what to do then from there. So I'm just going to let this play through, and I'll probably fast forward this. Alright, y'all. Once you have gotten to the game you sim to, you're going to want to come down to league stats. You're going to want to click my player, and your player still should be hot. Okay, if your player is not hot, you need to make sure your player is hot. Play another game, get him hot. But he should still be hot. This is why I did it before I simmed. Now, notice how my chart is pretty much all lit up. This is exactly what you want. And this should only happen, or this will most likely only happen if your player is a shooter, or a, let's see, or an 85 overall. Okay, if you are a low overall and you're not a shooter, I'm sorry, this glitch will not work for you. But I still have no hot zones. Notice that. It's all red, but I still have no hot zones. And this is where I continue off pretty much from my last video. This all the way up until here is what I forgot to completely add, and is exactly why I'm making this video. So what you're going to want to do is go into your game right here, and once you load in, I'll show you what to do from there. Alright, now that you've loaded in, As soon as your player is on the court, what you want to do is press pause, alright, and click on sim to end, no VC, alright. Once you click yes, you're going to want to spam options again, and it'll bring up this menu, but this time it'll say ask out / sim with VC, okay. You're going to click on this, click yes, and spam options, okay. You're going to do it again, click yes, spam options. And as you notice, the points go up, and my minutes will start going up by 20, since that's the quarters I did. Ask out, yes, and go. Now, let me pause real quick. What you're doing is putting up shots in each zone while doing this, okay? Here is where people mess up. They click box score and check on their player. Do not click anything else in this menu after you've done this once, but ask out / sim to end with VC, because what will happen after you click box score, it will lock your points, and after you click box score and check all that and check your zones, you will your points will stop going up, your minutes will stop going up, and this is the problem where people have been having, where their points completely stopped. Alright, so this is what you want to do, is you just want to get in here and nope, I don't want to quit. You want to just keep doing this and watch your points get up to, like, I'm going to do this until my points are probably at like 500 to 400. Just to guarantee that I have tons of shots up in each zone. Which will pretty much set my hot zones in place once we reach the playoffs. So I'm probably just going to fast forward through this here after my points have gone up. And I'll talk to you guys after I'm at like 400 points. Alright, y'all, I ended it a little bit quick there. I didn't quite get to 400. I didn't actually mean to do that. I wasn't spamming options fast enough. But that's okay. I was going overboard with the 400. 300 points is fine. If you might have seen at the end there when I wasn't talking, I was on the phone with somebody. My game kind of was just glitching out at the end. My guy was kind of just running and he wouldn't stop. All you want to do is just press X there and it'll load you into the menu that I got where you're kind of walking through the tunnel. Also, when you're done completely, just press circle. Don't press sim out with VC like I just did, or ask out with VC like I just did, because sometimes it'll glitch out like that. Your app can crash, or it'll actually reload your game and it won't count any of that happened. A couple of you were experiencing that, where your game would just stop and reload and you'd start over again. So you don't want that to happen. I think I got lucky and nothing happened. We'll have to see. But yeah, after you've finished and you've gotten the points you've wanted, just press circle to back out of the whole like options pause menu, and it'll just end the game right there and put you into the animations to load you back in the park. Alright, I'm back in park here. So now that I'm back in park, we're going to go straight into the league stats, and we're going to my minutes. So if you notice, my minutes haven't gone up and I'm still hot, okay, which is good. And once I do this, watch this, guys, I already have some hot zones, which is amazing. I already have some hot zones. So this is pretty much the shots that my player had put up in that game. If you want to go back and pause before the game and after the game, I have more shots in each zone now. So now what we're going to do is I'll probably go into one more game and do that just to be safe. And then after that, we're going to go to the playoffs, and I'll show you what to do from there. Also, if you noticed, I loaded into the game and I didn't have to be up by 20, or sorry, I keep saying 20, 12 after half. And that is because if your player's hot, it'll glitch out after you do the sim thing. You can click sim and spam options and it'll bring out the ask out sim. I don't know why this game is buggy, but I'm gonna load into this. I'm gonna do the glitch in this game. I probably won't show you guys this game just because I don't want this video to be too long, but I'm making sure that I'm going in detail. Alright, so now that you've done that, you're just going to want to come over to the playoffs and sim to the playoffs. Sim the whole rest of the regular season. So, as you guys just saw, my team actually didn't make the playoffs, which is not good because couldn't get my hot zones to stick, so I'm pretty upset because now I don't have any of my hot zones, and I couldn't show you guys how to finish this. This is really upsetting. I'm gonna have to grind again, but just so I can get this video out, I'm gonna insert the clip from my original video, show you guys what you need to do from there, while I pretty much do everything I just did again. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go and get my hot zones again. This is very upsetting. But yeah, thank you guys for all the support on the last video. It means like a lot. It means so much. Because I was just amazed by how many people liked the video and how many people it worked for, and just all the support really you guys gave me. So if you guys could do the same for this video, if we can get like 50 likes, that'd be amazing. I tried to explain this as clearly as possible and get all the things that I missed in the original video, and this is for the people who have been waiting for the update video. So yeah, again, thank you guys so much. Lastly, I'm also going to include a clip telling you guys to vote for my t-shirt and how to do that. That would also mean a lot to me. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope this works for you. And if it does not, please comment in the comment section, and I will make sure to get back at you on what you need to do. Alright, so I'm back. I'm actually just going to do a voiceover because I had copyrighted audio in my other clip. And so anyways, so after you sim to the first playoff game, like I said in my other video, you're going to want to play that first playoff game, and pretty much as soon as you load in, you're going to want to do what you had done previously to get your shots up in the regular season. In the last game I just did, so like as soon as you load in, you're going to want to, even though it says sim without VC, you're still going to want to do that and spam options after you click yes, and then it'll, glitch out and say ask out with VC. We've gone over this, but it's still exactly what you're going to want to do. So I'm just going to wait for this to happen real quick in my old video. I'm so disappointed. This is actually after the fact. I actually did go back and get my hot zones on the 3rd season. So that's good. So I have my hot zones again. Anyways, here we go. Here's the start of the video. So you click sim end, no VC. You can only do this if you're hot. You click on sim to end, no VC. Even though it's not ask out, you still click on this because your player's hot. After you click this, you're going to want to click yes and spam options, which I should do here in just a second. I don't know why I had a freeze frame here. Here we go. So I pull up this thing, even though it says sim and not ask out with VC, you still do this. You hover over yes and click it in spam options. Now it says ask out / sim with VC, and this is when you know you've done the glitch right. And this is in your first playoff game, and you just click yes, spam options, and keep on doing this on 20-minute quarters while you watch your points go up. And this will secure your hot zones, and after this game, you will have your hot zones everywhere. This is still working after patch 1.02. Like I said previously, if you have any questions, just put them in the comment section and I will be fast to respond. Thank you for all the support, and now I'm going to quickly go to my video on telling you guys how to vote for my t-shirt, because this has been a relatively long video and I'm sorry for that. For those of you who have made it this far, you guys are true fans. Thank you guys so much. This is really just made to help everyone who's having troubles with their hot zones. And notice how I went and I looked at my box score and I tried it in my points, Did they go up? Oh, they did go up. Okay, that's weird. They should stop soon because I think they stopped at like 120. When you open up the box score, that's what glitches your game out. And do they stop at 87? Oh no, they keep going. Huh, that's weird. Well, anyways, don't open box score like I did right there. That's something you do not want to do. That will completely mess up the glitch. And cause your points to stop going up. That is a no-go. Do not do that. I don't know why it kept working. This was maybe before the patch. I don't know. Anyways, once you're finished with doing this anyways, just back out, click circle. Don't finish with asking out with VCs. Click circle, and it'll end your game like this, and you'll load up the park with your hot zones. So thank you guys again. Please go vote for my t-shirt. I'll pull that up real quick. And anyways, back to what I was saying. This is a relatively long video, but it's still for the people who this wasn't working for originally. This is aimed right towards you guys. And if you somehow don't have your hot zones now after watching this like 30-minute long video, I don't know what else to tell you. Just contact me in the comment section or add me on PSN and message me. Thank you guys for all the support. 50 likes on this video, that would be amazing. I'll see you guys.